A report into sexual abuse by the French Catholic Church has estimated that more than 200,000 children were assaulted by clergy over the past 70 years.
The investigation uncovered dozens more victims, but the expert in charge of the investigation, Peter Moser, found all the cases had expired under the statute of limitations.
In 2015, George Koharchik admitted to sexually abusing several children during a grand jury investigation. He was defrocked, but never criminally charged.
Just my abuser alone. He admitted in the grand jury report his abuse. The institution covered and protected him for years, so he walks freely in my neighborhoods.
It was a crime that happened to us. Since when should the church be allowed to handle criminal cases? Why isn't it in front of the judicial system, as it should be?
All of you, the leaders of the world, who did nothing to protect these molested, murdered, raped children on your watch, you are going to hell also, and could be forever, because you did not do your duty. Even if you say the Catholic system or the Vatican are their own sovereign and to themselves, but the children that are molested, tortured, raped, and killed, murdered in cold blood, they are your children. They are your citizens. You have the duty to protect them. There is no excuse. I condemn all of you who did not bring all these criminals to justice. You even refuse to acknowledge it when the evidence is everywhere. You are not worth your salary. You know that? The children don't belong to the Vatican. The children belong to your country. And you, the leader, is supposed to protect them, to defend for them, to make sure they're safe now and in the future. Otherwise, you should resign. Their parents have nowhere to go to air their grievances and complaints because you turn your head away from their grief, from their suffering, pain as the parents.
My son was 15 when it started. His hell was right here on earth because of the way he was, and I'm not going to say abused, I'm going to say the way he was raped. At age 17, his back was injured. There was nothing they could do surgically. And because of the pain medication, his death was caused by an accidental overdose.
Suppose you are the parents. Suppose your children are molested, raped by these so-called holy priests. You do nothing? Why are you all quiet, huh? To protect whom? Protect yourselves, your positions, or what? What are you there for, sitting on top of the whole country? This all the privilege and power. There are no priests even. They just put on the robe. But they don't have anything that looks like a priest at all, even outwardly. You have the right to treat them just like any other citizen, any criminal. In fact, they are worse than any normal criminals because they know right, but they did wrong. They abused their power to molest the children and took away their childhood, their dignity, and their whole life also.
We were raised that priests were like God, and he told me that if I ever told anyone, he'd snap my fingers and my father would die.
And this happened with your sister as well?
Unbeknownst to me, we were being abused at the same time. My sister Therese was being terribly abused by him. These priests have gotten away with this for so many years. And the few dollars they throw at you, they're supposed to make up for this? No. It's a lifelong legacy that you have to carry with you. I've been in counseling for about 15 years for this. And when my memories came back, I haven't been able to work since. I do believe that there's a special place in hell for people that abuse children. And when it comes to a priest, it's the worst betrayal of trust that there ever could be.
You have to do something to teach all these fake priests so that they won't harm the children again, at least. You just ignore it, don't accept it. do nothing because it's easy to just run away from responsibility and be a coward. The coward you are. History will judge you if you don't judge them. God will judge you. You might not even have enough time or energy to repent when you are burned in hellfire. So wake up. Take your duty responsibly and seriously.
Watch the full conference, When Honesty is Lost, Signs of the Last Hour from the Hadith, free for download at suprememastertv.com.